Good afternoon, my brothers and sisters. Good evening, rather. I'm trying to make this one quick and brief. Still on the new African political agenda. Oh, man. I'm tired. I hope everybody that's out there, staying safe aside from this virus, move on it when you have to. You know what I mean? Don't let the entertainment distract you from, your real dreams and what you're trying to do. I know it's getting bored, but anyhow, we gotta really, really, really establish our own political movement. Like I said before, an alderman, a mayor, a governor, president is not gonna help nobody black on the globe. Bottom line. And the reason why I say that is because an alderman is just an alderman. Mayor, he out. We gonna do him. Governor, same thing. And the president ain't nothing but the head governor of all the governors throughout the state. That's it. He's just a governor. He the head governor with a whole lot of counsel around him that's going off of things that's well prepared and established. All he is a voice. He got a lot of people around him in his ear. He got to follow protocol. He's just a face for the machine. He's not the shot caller. You know what I mean? He got a lot of respect. He well taken care of, things like that, because you the face of the machine. You the main target. Basically, you took on the role of being the one to get, if it's going down, you the target. But that don't stop the agenda. He's just a face. So with us, when we look at the things that with the black race, we got Yahshua and Yahweh, the head over our kingdom. Yeah, the black kingdom. It's time to restore the black kingdom. Bottom line. Bottom line. This ain't about no who don't like who don't like that. We got to start thinking on a higher plane. Full mental capacity, man. We can't be out here disunified and fighting over words and trash. Basically, that's what we all fighting over. The scraps from the table. Them type of things, man. We in an urban environment where we don't know what type of pollution solutions they dumping up all around us. See, all these things we gotta change and start looking at everything as a kingdom. Stop looking at ourselves as a part of a system. We gotta step away and have our own, like every other nation. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what we need. New leaders. New young youth that's coming in with a different agenda. You know what I mean? You don't want to look like the last actor, the last politician. You know what I mean? It's time to start thinking great in the world. Whoever the youngest that I'm talking to, receiving this, or whoever parents, and they agree and they want to put it to their youngest, for their youngest to go out there and achieve something and do something great. We got to remember, man, our foreparents been through a lot, man, from being disobedient to Yahweh. You know what I mean? And right now we caught in this COVID-19. These people saying anything, and you got to remember, man, it ain't no conspiracy when somebody own a lab that's supposed to know how to fix it. The only way you know how to fix something, if you made it. Now, I believe, too, that, from the disobedience and all the foulness going on the earth, that Yahweh and Yahshua might release one of the seals But then when I hear these people talking about the CDC, they was in the lab coming up with solutions and say, what? Come up with a solution. A lot of praying and fasting is the solution, but I'm saying this, that most likely, however it's going down, however the enemy sending his arrows and his darts to destroy the black race, because the reason why I say that, and just make it all towards us, is because we don't got no voice, man. We're not sitting at them global meetings, man. I tell you again, man, Woodrow Wilson is the founder of the League of Nations. That say a lot to me, man. One man is on there, and whatever was on his mind, they believed it and they followed it. Wherever he got these peers to agree with him at, today they still following it. So that don't mean that we start at who put it together, that after he passed or whatever, that is gonna stop it and continue. That's what we gotta start believing and helping each other out in them areas. You know what I mean? That's how it is. It's like brothers is so dumbed down with each other, right? To that. They don't have no passion for each other. Nah, man. That's eliminated, man. They ain't got no passion for grandma. It's so bad, so grandma don't even know who to trust when you see old ma crossing the street with her cart. She don't even want you touching it. Don't open the door for her, nothing. You see how bad that is? To the elderly, don't even want their own black youth, man or woman, helping them. You ain't her family, she don't want you doing her no, I told you I got it, because she knows she can't run. And she can't chase you. And she definitely don't want to shoot you in the back. You know what I mean? She ain't trying to throw the rest of her years away in the can, but what I'm saying to you, my brothers, that man, over the head of the black kingdom and over the head of the black government, we gotta have Yahshua and Yahweh. That's the only way to go. You know what I mean? That's it, man, and it'll work for us, man. They want us to be stuck in entertainment, seen as somebody trying to help, other countries that's supposed to be in poverty. How these other countries is in poverty and they produce more vegetation than you. People need to eat. But you don't want to buy, these people don't want to buy that stuff from them, because if you deal with them and barter and trade with them on a fair scale, they could take care of their own people and their own economy, but they don't want that, so they go over there and take up the land and put all type of soldiers around it and say it's theirs until they pillaged it. And these people can't eat a grain. They even come in the field acting like he want to get some wheat. What? Shoot him. That's what I'm telling you, man. This is how bad it is. These people now, China mainly in Africa, they only there to eat up the land. They not going to help you do anything at all. Yeah, they put them power plants there for them to be able to communicate with each other and do what they got to do to you. They don't care about you getting some lights now. That ain't going to change their agenda. All right, you got some lights, we got some power, you got a little Burger King sandwich, McDonald's or something over here, a pizza shop or something, whatever you got. The hardcore reality for them people over in Africa, man. Once they let them Chinese take over that East like that and made all them agreements, I know they was tired of America, no question about it, and the United Kingdom ripping them off. But you got a worse one now. These people want to eat. Lion. Jeez. Dog. Rat. They ain't playing, man. Them people right there, man, them is a whole different machine, man, than anything on the planet, and people don't believe it. We go in the Chinese shop, you know what I mean? Order them little bitty rib tips that people be having. Talking about they boneless rib tip this big. You go figure. Hey, man. Be easy with them, man. They vicious up in that place, man. They will serve you something, boy. Whoa. They ain't even thinking like us, man. They thinking of everything for them is for the taking, man. Yeah. Everything is for the taking, man. We gotta stop dancing to the beat of the drum, man. And reading all this fake stuff, man, and falling under hocus pocus. See, when you're dealing with the sword, it's called gospel, short for gospel, meaning that you're going to fall under a light, you know, a positive one, or you can fall on a negative one. See, people think, oh, this stuff ain't real, this stuff not really happening. Yeah, this stuff is really happening. You know what I mean? I got to fall up under one of them, you know, but we as human, man, we got flesh. You know, we can't deny the flesh all the time, and you can't be in the spirit all the time. Yahshua just ain't set it up like that. You know what I mean? This is our battle, what we dealing with, but I just feel as though that, man, it's time that we get a new political party. And I ain't talking about coming for the president election either. You know what we want. We want the black man right where he supposed to be, on top of the globe. Not no playing around. Let's get rid of all that. Let's sit there, what's going on, where these finances going. How you trying to educate and discipline mind. Let me tell you another thing that I didn't get to share with y'all. Y'all take this to heart. I remember when I was a youngin', I go to prison. Prison wide open. Go out any time you want. Basically, you do a lot in here. Let me see what they had back then, man. You could do a lot of stuff in this dump. I mean, this place, man, was like the street. It was probably more going on in that building than it was in the street, man, because you got to remember all the people that work there come from outside. They come in there with heroin habits, coke habits, all these type of things, so the business continue. You understand, you trapped in a can, you got a few true dudes out there, you know they sending it up, you know everything, you know you fly as a jet, got the cop on the take or whatever up in the dump, you feel me? But we in there could be outside all day long. You eating whatever you want, basically. Like, I mean, your family could send you stuff, send you all kind of sneakers. So you know you got people you know in there you doing business with, so you having a family send you stuff, you can wear your jewels. Your lady come up, you know you can slide off. All these flying things going on. Then when it got out of hand is when the riots started happening. The beef's jumping off heavy, so God's getting hurt. So now they gotta tighten up the joint. I see them build closed custodies. They got closed custody, administrative segregation, regular segregation, where some of these things you got to do a program where you got to sit up in there for like 120 days, then you come out. Some you got to go in there 2 weeks to a month. Some of them you in there for a year. So what I'm saying, I seen them, had a jail go from wide open to locked down. So I look at society and I said, whoa, we was out here shaking and doing whatever we want. Now, they telling us don't come outside the military here in the streets for what? Well, when they put the military in any country, they ain't came back yet. We have been through 5 different elections, and about what we had went from Clinton, Bush, from Bush, Clinton, back to Bush. Then we end up with Obama or something like that. But we've been on 30 years. 30 years our country been over in Iraq fighting them people in all these places in the Middle East. Yeah, they've been fighting from like 90, 91, somewhere around like there. They went over there. And it's been 30 years. Them people just keep sending military tankers and ships and building up bases in them areas for the minerals and whatever else they could pillage from the place. You know what I mean? Now we see they ready to let the military out talking about due to COVID-19 and all this stuff. I mean, you build a lab, you build a germ, you don't want the answer. They advertising HIV commercials now saying that it take you down to 0%. Alright, so they came up with that for that, and now you put something else hit hard. I'm a firm believer in Yahshua. I know he got us. I know he gonna pull us through, but we got to make Yahshua smile too. We not going up there and trying to claim our right position on this earth. Is you kidding me? Man, I was out here lost, deaf, dumb, and blind, crazy out of my mind, man. I didn't even see it that way. But Yahshua opened my eyes up. I mean, Yahweh in my heart where I see it crystal clear. We not meant to be nobody's subject and puppet. No, man, that ain't no way for no man to live and locked down in his sphere. You need cameras everywhere, because if you need cameras everywhere and you need the military everywhere, you need all this protection because you're doing something wrong to other people. That's what's going on. You know what I mean? Only time you D up like that, you know that is real in the field. So I'll say that to say this, you understand, is that we got to take our firm place. And just like I told you from the prison, how they locked it all down. They trying to lock down the country the same way. After a while, they going to start taking a lot of things away that we used to think nothing of. Keep distance, so you breaking the law is a fine. You next to each other. These new laws coming in effect, a fine for me, what? So how I'm supposed to, socialize, man? Straight off of the internet all day long? That can't be, man. My kids is getting hot, man. I got grandkids, man. They want to go in the pool. They want to go in the park. They want their grandmother and their aunts and sisters and cousins, to do what we do, man. Have a good time, man. And man, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I got some little baby nieces, nephews, my own little man. Feel me? Got my own little baby. 5. He'll be 6. Him. Then I got some grandbabies, man. Little granddaughters and stuff, man. And one of them, man, she ain't no joke, man. Yeah, I really, well, they all got their, they attributes. And man, this COVID thing take my little babies from me, man. I don't want nothing like that to happen to me and nobody else, man. Nah, man. My little youngin' go down from some virus. She never get to grow up and be nothing because these people running around here, whatever going on, acting crazy. Over for them to release trillions of dollars. Come on, man. Them is madmen talking, man. These people is out here, man, going crazy over paper. Some cut up trees, man. Yeah, money is made out of cotton. Little cotton trees. Cotton trees, they taking that and some other stuff and they making this money. That's a tree, man. Listen to me, man. That is paper. That is a cut up tree. We use it to barter and trade. Trees give off oxygen. Filter a lot of stuff. That's why they hit. And when it come to us, we seem not to get that picture, man. Brothers is so lost, man. Don't want to deal with Yahshua and Yahweh. Oh, he be out there in the streets with them brothers. They rapping, they doing all type of stuff over there. But guess what? You doing a lot of stuff too. Nobody ain't concerned and pointing no fingers at you. But he want to get up here and share the word of the Lord. Why wouldn't I? I listen to hip-hop music. I've been in and out of prison, been in the streets. Why wouldn't I? That just don't make no sense for a brother not to respect the relationship that he had with Yahshua and Yahweh. When Jesus walked up and down the road, they saw he drinking. He hanging with prostitutes and all these wild things they said about him. Well, truth of the matter, he had Martha and Mary around. One cooking, one putting oil on him and rubbing his feet. They both doing their job. Only people that got a problem with men of faith, living their life, and still got enough sense to get up and give Yahweh and Yahshua some praise. And some lost people, man. Adversary, man. But I say that to say all this, my brothers and sisters, that we gotta stay in prayer. We gotta show each other some type of love and affection. You understand? And get it together. Yeah, get it together, man. Start thinking on a higher ground. We know we don't like to deal with politics, but on this one, we ain't politicking. We moving the kingdom where it's supposed to be, on top. There's no reason for that to be called political. That's called we getting restored to our proper place on the planet. Yeah. And this is what's happening, so be prepared for them to try to tighten up more in the country. If they put the military on the street, they not leaving. Let's get that clear. They never leave. Yeah, and they gonna ship the ones from Connecticut to California, and the ones from California to Connecticut. So they don't got no type of friendship with you. And then guess what? While all this going on, what they believe gonna work, they gonna try to put robots. I go in the Super Stop and Shop. I told you this before. They got a robot riding around looking for spills in there. He ain't looking for spills. They using that robot to collect data for them to see how many people they could get rid of to try to run them registers and all these things. If this robot could clean up a spill, because right now you could go through the express line in the joint And ain't nobody over there. Swipe, pay your card, you good. They need them machines. If them machines could load it, stock it, and clean it, guess what? You think GM got a bunch of machines putting them cars together? You gonna have them out here putting your food together in a restaurant, and that mean no employment for you. That mean you starve, I starve, everybody starve. So don't keep sitting around here playing games, thinking that every day is jolly and happy. Them days been gone. So let's just stand in truth and love and figure some way out for us to unite, man, and stop the bickering and the small time stuff you wanna cry about. Misery's serious. Man, you got some miserable people out here, man. And they got a bag. Still ain't happy. They got the biggest bag on the planet. Chicks still don't want them. Damn. Let me check. Sheesh. Anyhow, you know, I'ma close this one out, man. This is another one on a new African movement. That's on me, man. Play none of that, man. I don't even like the way that look, man. Sure something ain't jumped on an old man, or that's a hole in my shirt or something. See that? Anyhow, brothers and sisters, y'all have a very, 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 very blessed week. Keep the faith, stay inside, keep your masks and gloves on, and stay blessed. In Yahshua mighty precious name, Yahweh is our Jehovah Jireh, our Jehovah Nisi, our Jehovah Shalom. He take very good care of us. Remember that. Stay blessed.